In Revelation chapter 12, starting from verse 7, the Bible says there was war in heaven. There was war in heaven. The dragon waged a war, and the war break out in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angel fought. They fought back. Even the dragon and his angel also fought against the Michael and his angel. There was a battle. The battle in that heaven is not the heaven where God dwells as Elohim. Nobody can wage a war where he dwells as Elohim. Nobody, nothing at all can wage a war where he dwells as Elohim, as El Shaddai. Nothing at all. Nothing can wage a war. Where that war take place was the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, where the dominion are taking place, where sons are take the dominion. The person that took that position now is the dominion of Christ, the lordship of Christ. That is what is reigning in that place where this battle take place. That is why the Bible says in Philippians chapter 3 verse 10, he said, whenever you mention the name, he said, in heaven, on earth, under the earth, he said, every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is the Lord. And that is why there is no other name greater than that name. It's because in that realm where this battle took over, Jesus have seated there and occupied as a Lord. So whenever we come to the Lordship of Jesus, and about what are the Lordship of Jesus? When you use his name for authority, when you use his name for power, when you use his name for his spirit, when you use his name for battle, the Lordship of Jesus begin to travel in the realm of the spirit. If somebody hear me, shout fire! Shout fire! That is why there is no deliverance. There is no demon can defeat us, because where we operate is the sonship, is the lordship of Jesus. So in that realm where this battle took over is where he occupies. So when there is no power, that there is no rank greater than the rank of Jesus. So when you want to deal with powers and you use his name, victory comes. When you have the revelation of his lordship, you can defeat any battle. Are you hearing me now? We are going to pray. And he said there was a battle. There was a battle. There was a battle. The revelation called it a battle, but Paul called it in Romans, in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, he said, for we are not wrestling against flesh and blood. He said for we are not fighting against flesh and what? Blood enemy, but against evil rulers, against authorities of unseen world. There are many unseen world. I have done many deliverance, and when the person is under, he begin to tell you the mission they have. How do you travel? In the night, while men are sleeping, their body will be in the bed in the travel. There is an unseen world. A young girl in Brocosiri, who belongs to the Men Marine Kingdom. How he killed a brother. How did he kill it? He was given assignment by unseen word. He went to the brother and seated on the lap of the brother. And the brother, he began to touch that place. The brother got lost. Just the brother went. He used that to make that brother sick for 7 days before he died. He confessed it while we went for deliverance. A lot of things are happening in the spirit. There is an unseen world. If you want to know there is another world, just call for somebody that did operation. There is a little injection they will give to you. You begin to travel another world. And when you come back, you will discover man is a spirit. You begin to see another world. You know there is a place man journey after here. There is a place man journey.
Yes.
Is somebody hearing me?
I hear you, sir.
There is a place man journey. There are many words you can't see. So many words. Even when man lives from his body and his spirit dies, he went to the Hades. In the Hades, there is a place called paradise and there is a place called hell. So those who do the right thing will go to the paradise. That is when Christ has not yet crucified. But where Christ went is two places. He shut the gate for the righteous not to be there. And he rose people. He's 10 people. When he said to that man, today you will be with me in paradise. That is where he's traveling that night. That is where the soul of that man, if he die, he will go to paradise. So Jesus has given him to wait him there. So when on the day he was in the grave, he traveled to the land of Hades. He gone to the gate of hell. He shut it. The righteous can never be there. He that believed in him can never be there. And he went to the paradise and saw Abraham and others, and he took them and ascended to the glorious place. Jesus. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
He took them to the glorious place. So when a believer dies, he will sit with him. That is why Jesus said to them, where I am, you shall be. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes,
before, we said to them in parable, they do not understand it. He said, there is a place I am going to prepare a place. That preparation began from the Hades.